crosses the line and says to Ducati, how do you like me now? He wins! Brilliant!
Andrea Dovizioso, as he so often does in Austria, gets the job done.
Welcome to Jerez.
Here is Undaunted Dovizioso. Closest challenger to Marc Marquez in the last 3 years in MotoGP. Tough preparations for the result or the start of this 2020 World Championship for Andrea Dovizioso 3.5 weeks ago, fracturing that left collarbone in a motocross accident in Italy. Dovizioso will start, of course, from 7th, promoted up with Cal Crutchlow's absence from the race. Not a great record here as well, and never, remarkably, has he finished on the podium in 12 previous Premier Class appearances. Andrea Dovizioso fires up the inside of Jack Miller! After all the pandemonium that's gone on here in Jerez, is about to potentially score his first ever Premier Class podium here at the Andalucian venue. What a damage limitation job that would be for Dovi.
Dovi is third.
Dovizioso said it was going to be one of the most punishing races of his long Grand Prix career. Moves him on to 102 career podiums.
And he's first in Jerez.
Yes, I'm so happy, but I don't have the energy to be happier. It was really tough. I was struggling to ride the bike, but I didn't give up, and I was able to stay there when they dropped. So that gave me the possibility to arrive here. I'm so happy because 2 weeks ago I broke the collarbone, so it wasn't that bad, but at the end we did a great job, and really thank you to my team.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Andrea Dovizioso, well, it's been a very, very difficult return to Jerez. He's got work to do. He's way down, middle of the 5th row of the grid in 14th place. Here's Dovizioso picking his way through the pack as we expected. He's just taken his teammate Danilo Petrucci, so Dovi into 9th.
Dovi gets 10 points in 6th.
And I never had that kind of limit in the afternoon, also in the last race. So we don't know if it's the big change we did on the setup, if it was the situation of today, because sometimes it's like that for everybody. We have to understand, analyze. I mean, we have a lot of feedback, a lot of things to study and analyze before we go in Brno, because happen a lot of things.
Dovi's been nowhere near a 56.2, and again, yes, this is qualifying and you can find more time. He did say yesterday in a debrief that he believed there would be a big chunk to find in time attack mode, but he's going to be leaving this one late. One thing is for sure, he will need to improve on that 10th place in this session.
Well, what's he made of? We're about to find out, because these are a critical 4 minutes and 50-odd seconds for Andrea Dovizioso. Because if anything went wrong for him now, pushing hard and making a mistake, well, he's in danger of starting right from the back of the grid. Don't think that's likely to happen. He's not a guy that you tend to see throwing it to the scenery very often, is he, Andrea Dovizioso? He has got a lot of work to do, Andrea Dovizioso, at a circuit where we thought this is where Dovizioso and Ducati really do kickstart their 2020 title challenge. Well, I don't know about kickstarting it, they've stalled, basically.
Yeah, well, it's not Undaunted Dovi today, it's got to be Dig Deep Dovi. And Dovi is still behind his teammate Petrucci in 12th. I cannot believe what I'm seeing. I mean, it's just so unpredictable, MotoGP, isn't it? There's Andrea Dovizioso then. That's the thing.
What a wasted opportunity for Vinales and Dovizioso. Dovizioso 11th.
Also, in this race, I was very slow. I couldn't brake, and the situation is very strange. Everything we did from the test, the first 2 races didn't work. Fight for the 11th is a bit new for me and really bad.
In terms of the tale of MotoGP, well, where do you start? Whoever wrote the script for this 2020 season, well, it's a bestseller, and it gets more and more interesting. A bombshell dropped just before the start of Moto3 qualifying. We knew that Ducati were going to be making an announcement on Andrea Dovizioso, saying his future would be decided after the 2 races here in Austria. But, Matt, Andrea Dovizioso has made the decision for them.
He has. Breaking news about an hour ago here in Austria. Andrea Dovizioso, via his manager Simone Battistella, informing Ducati this morning after a meeting that he will not be renewing his contract with the Bologna factory.
Crosses the line and says to Ducati, how do you like me now? He wins! Brilliant!
Really happy. It was very important to come back to fight for the victory, and at the end the victory came. Really thank you to my team.